Come for a ride with me. Come for a ride. Let's see who can you recognise on the left here. Chris Froome. Is that a Chris Froome? We'll soon find out, won't we? We'll soon find out. And right on the right, can you recognise this? See if you can recognise. I'll let you have a little think. This is Norton Summit, Radelaide, Australia, mate. Radelaide, or the world's best cycling training on the planet. I can't think of a better place year-round than Radelaide for cycling, high level. That road options are motherfucking endless. It is insane. I've probably done over 200,000 kilometres in Adelaide as a vegan, probably more than 200,000, and there's still roads I didn't know about. Ever since Strava got on board, it's just going off the fucking hook. This is the drink fountain. You can get some rainwater, drink it up. And we've got some socks there. Henry's famous socks. Keep you warm, keep the calves tight. Doing a looking down in the canyon. This is Bruce's bike. Bruce set the world record for most kilometres in a month on the canyon. Look at the setup. Look at that seat stem drop, man. That's fucking pretty aggressive setup. And he did crazy, like 10,000 k or something in a month, man. And he chose Radelaide. He could be anywhere in the world, but he chose Radelaide. He listened to Duran Rider's recommendations. He came down to Radelaide. Yes, he's got stages in there as well, but it's a pretty crazy setup he's got. I probably wouldn't be able to run that, but each to their own. Bike setup is personal. And here's Froome again. I'm doing about 400 watts, and the Froome dog is pulling away from me. He's pulling away, mate. See that red car there? See that one there? It's Tim Kerrison, mate. The watchful eye of Tim Kerrison. It's like the ever-watching eye, watching the wattage, watching the cadence, watching the fatigue of the riders, the TSS scores, etc. These guys love Adelaide, mate. They just do loops. We're riding here at Basket Range, Geraint Thomas, Stannard, and the Froome. Just doing it easy. We're probably doing about 250 watts. Just cruising. Just cruising. You can see Froome's in some good form there. He's normally a high cadence rider, but he's almost not grinding, but just sort of slow pedaling a bit. You could tell he's going to smash him at a Sun Tour. He was just going to flog him. He was just going to flog him, mate. And Geraint Thomas is in good form. All these boys in good form, but you could tell that Froome, he was just some next level form in January. And he flogged him, didn't he? He flogged him at the Sun Tour. He was even riding no hands up there at the Arthur's seat, just showing how it's done. So this is a beautiful day here in Radelaide. And all the pro riders that come to Adelaide, man, they fucking love it, man. If Adelaide was a part of the European continent, it would be like just fucking flocked all year long, mate. Adelaide is an incredible place to live. It's a bloody rad spot, mate. That's why I call it Radelaide. And Stannard's wheel, that's a red wheel. It's a Hope wheel. He wants the durability. I'm not sure. He's got the red Hope wheel. He likes them. He likes them, and it's quite interesting to see that level of product freedom on a team like Team Sky. Pretty cool. So if it's good enough for the Stannard, people say at the stages, power meter, it's on your left side. So good enough for these boys. It's good enough for the GC crew. It's good enough for us, isn't it? If it's good enough for Tim Kerris and the red Subaru, the watchful eye, then it's good enough for us. And we're still going to Basket Range here. It's a beautiful climb. Have you done Basket Range before? What do you think of it? It's a pretty casual climb. But you can just tell Chris, his cadence is a bit low. He's just ready to launch it, mate. He's just ready to light it up. He's just ready to light it up. You can tell when Chris Froome's trying hard because his cadence will be high. If he's just cruising, just tapping it out, and the cadence drops. That's what I've observed sitting on the back. When the Froome's going full gas, that cadence is like a washing machine, mate. You don't want to get caught in those chain rings. They'll chop your toes off. That's what I've noticed with Froome. If you watch him all the races when he's smashing it, there's a bit of a ding dong going on there. But that's pro riders, mate. They don't even blink an eyelid. They just sort of, they're all over it, mate. They're all over it. Someone pulls left or right, they just go around them, and that's the skill. And it's just Long from Sydney, and he's come down to Adelaide, mate. Long's had a great boost in performance in the last year. He's really come a long way. A long way, pun intended. He's doing really good. He's enjoying the Adelaide scene as well. He rides from Port Adelaide, meets us at the bottom of Norton Summit, and comes on out. The GoPro's a little bit shaky, isn't it? The GoPro's a little bit shaky. Look at that sky, mate. Look at that Adelaide sky. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's McGill Road. McGill Road, and they're in the bike lane. So I'm just going to give you some bike tips here. We're training with the pros, we're training with the bike lane crew, as myself I am, and we're in the bike lane. So I'm sort of on the edge of the right, the bike lane, because there's normally a bit of shit in the left. So you don't get squashed in there, squished in there. So you want to be king of the road, queen of the road. Now see I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down just in case some chopper wants to fling open the car door and drop their spouse off at the bus stop, or do a hard left or whatever with no indicator. So I just dominating the bike lane there, a bit of S&M and a bit of bike lane S&M. And there's a corner, McGill and Portrush Road, just sort of scanning out for the traffic. It's always good to keep your eyes open, a bit of paying attention. Let's see if we can fast forward this up. And we're just sitting here in traffic and watching it go by. The light's going to go green in a second. And when I come up to the traffic light, I put it in easy gear. I make sure I'm in easy gear, and that way I can just launch off the traffic. Watch this, I'm going to launch it, mate. I don't know if I can launch it at 800 watts off the lights. Beep, beep, beep. High cadence, 130 RPM, 800 watts, just off on the gas, mate. Look at that, 40k an hour, no worries, mate. Just showing off a little bit here. But I had a bit of a tailwind, a bit of an easterly that day, so give a bit of gas. But if you want to drop your mates off the traffic lights, if you want to drop the cars, mate, just hit it. High cadence, 130 off the lights, big power. And I could probably draft that truck, but it'd be a bit dangerous. No, it's going too fast. I'm doing about 40, they're doing about 60. And a lot in Australia, we have a lot of aggressive drivers, more than anywhere else. So now I'm taking the lane, because why I'm taking the lane? There's parked cars. So I don't want to smash in the back of a parked car, so I'm taking that lane. Bit of lane dominance there, how to dominate the lane. And I couldn't give a flying fuck about any redneck behind me giving me shit. I'm taking that motherfucking lane, because that's my legal right, and that's the safe thing to do. And then, boom, the bike lane clears up, I'll go back in the bike lane, where I belong. But you take the lane, you ride assertively, and you ride aggressively, and you ride with dominant confidence in the road, mate. King of the road on a little two-wheel bike, 10 kilo bike. Again, easy gear off the lights. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty chipper. I'm just launching, So the car drivers in Australia, most of them are fuckwits, really. I mean, I'm here in the US now, and people here are fucking so polite towards cyclists. In Australia, we have this tall poppy syndrome in Australia, where if you're doing successful, or if you're fit or whatever, people just come and chop you, mate. Why don't they come and chop you? And now I'm turning right here into the bike lane. And now you're always checking my shoulder. I didn't just pull over like that. I was checking my shoulder like a motherfucker. Always check your shoulders, just paying attention. All right, now we're riding another time here. North Adelaide's a bit of a hill. This girl here, very, very fit. She's very fit. She's on a fixed gear bike. I'm not a fan of the fixies, because they can drop the chain. Watch this, I'll slow-mo down. We're heading up a hill. She's riding like Contador. She's got some good form, some good fitness. But look at that chain. Look how loose that chain looks. I said something. I said tighten your chain up. Look at that chain. It's just ready to pop off. And she's on a fixie. She's going to face plant. She's going to knock out. She's got some nice legs, hasn't she? Cycling does good things for the body. But yes, don't ride fixies, man. Get some gears. Get some brakes. Be safe, kids. Be safe. And she's also riding a bit close to the car doors. See me? I'm sort of taking the lane. I check my shoulders. No one come on, so I'm going to take lane again. And I'm just showing a high cadence dominance here. And again, I'm staying out of the door zone, and I'm just riding assertively, riding aggressively, riding with a bit of SMN dominance. Just handcuffing that road, mate. Got the fluffy cufflinks on there, and just locking it up, locking it down. Red light. Oh, didn't see that. Sorry, officer. Sorry, officer. I'm too poor. I couldn't even pay attention. And boom, we are in North Adelaide Cycles. That's Kim, one of the best mechanics in the world, one of the best wheel builders in the world, I should say, as well. Fantastic wheel builder. If you need any wheels done, go see Kim. Tell him to do it. Look at that slap in the mirror there. If you need any wheels done, go see Kim. Tell him the Duran rider to see you. And so here, I'm filtering on the bike lane here, but again, I'm not going full gas. Because look at this. Look at these choppers, mate. Slap in the mirror. These choppers don't know how to fucking drive. So don't risk your safety because of the choppers. Don't risk your safety. Again, this is another intersection we just passed. Bike lane green. It's always the secret of cycling. Don't put your fucking trust in choppers, mate. Choppers don't care about you, not paying attention. So you always have to be having your eyes up the road. Always be paying attention. Always be paying attention. And I run bright coloured clothing. And I got my my fluoro socks on, or Griff put me up with them, or I've got my yellow helmet or something like that. Just trying to stay bright and light, and safety, mate. Again, banging it down. I've got a strong easterly, full gas. I'm going to take that lane and nudge that car out there, watching the brake lights, get a little bit of a draft. I pretty much ride my brakes all the time, just so I have my fingers near my brakes. Because again, you're not going to put your trust in a redneck chopper, Your cars turning left, car doors, things like that, pedestrians, cats, dogs, soccer balls, kids, whatever, Undercard people on the road, mate. Always got to pay attention. They ain't taking the lane, not giving a flying fuck who's behind me. They can get a draft if they want. I'm going so fast, cars draft me. I'm going to smash through this fucking green light. Again, I don't even rely on the lights. I check left, right. I'm checking left, right in case there's some redneck. Look at these cars, hold up. Come on, guys, get out of the way, mate. Strava segment coming through. A bit of draft, who I know gets a bit of a draft. I know gets. There's a Subi forest on the left there. Look at this, he's in the bike lane, mate. So he's in the bike lane. I'll just do what I don't even know what the fucking road rules are. You can tell I don't have a driver's license, eh? I haven't had a driver's license in my life. And I'm going to do another, I'm going to wait for this car. Again, always check my shoulder. Always checking my shoulder. It looks like I'm not paying attention, but I always am. And boom, back to a bike pub. Pick up some bond shoes. So that's how you do it, riding assertively. Yep. E for vegan. Actually, it's not me, officer. Sticking the tongue out. It's just my doppelganger. And where are we now? We're on Arundel Street. Again, this is a famous place for car doors. I've seen a horrific car door accident here, more cyclists. So watch out for the car doors. Always watch out for the car doors. There's this, another girl. Wow, there's so many girls on bikes, isn't there? Red light. Oops. Was that? I thought it was yellow. Oops. In hindsight, I probably didn't make some good decisions. But again, always, if I'm running red or yellow light, always checking. Always checking. There's a car here in the bike lane, car door. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Again, I'm not getting angry. I'm just sort of like slapping bonnets and sticking a few feet out and a few keys and stuff like that. But you're always paying attention. You're always paying attention. Alright. Bike lanes, especially in the city, people flung open car doors. They're texting. They're not paying attention. Turn left on right, right and left. And we are back in the USA. This is Los Angeles, California, San Vicente. And we're going to test the drivers, Adelaide versus US. Car doors is still a situation here. They'll still fling a car door open on you. But you see the drivers in the US are so much more friendly. I think the US a bit more patriotic. Ooh, the Mercedes almost got chopped off. There's Mariah Carey. So you could definitely make some good money getting hit by cars anywhere in the world, So it's easy to get hit by a car if you just if you just put 100% confidence in them, they'll chop you off eventually. Just ride in the bike lane, someone's going to pull out on you eventually. So all you have to do is hit them as Porsche 911 Targa 4S. And whoa, what happened then? Stopped. And we want to go again. It's that USA flag. It's pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah, but US people, very patriotic. A lot more down to earth than... I shouldn't say down to earth. Yeah, I would say just chilled out. Even all the drugs people take in the US here, it's pretty hard to get into a fight, I've found. It's pretty fucking hard to get into a fight. I mean, I've done thousands of miles in the US and I haven't had one biff, I haven't even come close to a biff in the US. It's pretty amazing. Let's go here, car door, she had a Prada handbag, didn't have a clue what was going on. Don't get taken out by a handbag wearer. Actually, I did get taken out by a handbag once. That was my fault, I got too close to him. That's during Riders' War on handbags. And in the US, you can go right on red, I think. I don't even know what the fucking road rules are. I don't even know, just pay attention. The only road rule I follow is pay attention and stay safe. And be seen, have lights at night time, and always just pay attention to where you're going. And you're at harm's way. Stay away from the car doors as well. And Maserati, the Ghibli, I always sort of fucking Teslas in this neighbourhood. It's bling cars. Come to Brentwood. I always make sure that I stay in the saddle when I'm accelerating. If you don't want to be sprinting at the saddle, slip a chain, smash your teeth out. Just if you're going to sprint, stay in the saddle, really. You know, unless you're going up a hill, unless you're really confident. But okay, thanks. You're better off just staying in the saddle. Just rev it up, mate. 130 cadence, still a Froome dog. Chris Froome, you know, he's attacking in the saddle and stuff like that. So in the US, you could take the whole lane, mate. Look at that. In Australia, mate, they'd be like chopping your legs off. Aussie's aggro, mate. Car door. So always pay attention for the car doors. Thanks for watching.